Great morning, great morning. Come on in, come on in. Give y'all a chance to come in. Come on in. Let me know who's here, where you're tuning in from. Let me know who's here and where you are tuning in from. Great morning. Good morning. How are you? I know that's probably Kim. Great morning, you guys. Great morning. Make sure you share this broadcast. This broadcast is for the men, for the fathers. All right, Jackson. Mississippi in the house. Come on, Jackson. Come on in. Come on in, you guys. I'm excited about this word. This word is a blessed word, a word to bless men. This is a word to bless men. So if there's some men in your life that you want to be blessed, right? Share this word so that they can get this blessing. Share this word so they can get this blessing. I want to make sure you guys can hear me clearly, see me clearly. Can you guys hear me and see me clearly? Let me know. I'm gonna tell you, I was getting ready to say y'all see me rolling, and then be like, you see me rolling. Oh my goodness. Listen, let me go ahead and get started with this word because I want to be able to maximize my time. I'm not going to take a long time, but I am going to get this word out. This has been in my spirit. God is raising up men, right? God is raising up men. There are two parts to this word. There's a part for the men and there's a part for the women, okay? So the part for the men, let me start there. Let me start with the men, right? This is what this is about. It's Father's Day. And first of all, for those of you who are fathers, let me say happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to you. Whether you are present or absent in your child's life, whether you're an amazing dad or would be considered a crappy one, whether you have always been there or never been there, whether you've been there sometimes and whatever role that you played in the lives of your children, let me say happy Father's Day. And let me tell you why. Y'all, I'm telling y'all something. The devil always be so busy trying to interrupt these broadcasts. But let me say this. Let me say that fathers are necessary. Without fathers, there are no children. And if the only thing that a father did was deposit the seed necessary for that child to be developed, he deserves a happy Father's Day. If that's all he did, if that I know people call them sperm donors, right? But if that's all he did was deposit the seed was necessary. Without that seed, there would have been no child. Okay? So to all of the fathers, every man who has ever deposited a seed in the womb of a woman that resulted in a child, happy Father's Day. Now, let me further go on and say this. Fathers, today is a new day. Today is a new day if you've not been the father that you wanted to be to your children. You can't go back and change anything in the past. But what you can do is make a decision to build a different kind of relationship now in the present and the future. You can make a decision to have a different kind of relationship with your children. whether they be children, or teenage children, or adult children, you can make the decision today to have a different kind of relationship with them, at least as much as you can on your part, right? You're never responsible for how someone else receives what you do or whether or not they receive what you do, but you are responsible for what you do. So, fathers, if you want to change the nature of your relationship with your children, maybe you missed the mark. Well, listen, we all miss the mark, right? According to our children, we all miss the mark, and we all miss the mark, especially according to our children a lot of times. So, you may have missed the mark, but just because you missed the mark in the past doesn't mean that you have to stay in that place or in that mindset. That doesn't have to be your reality for life. It doesn't. You can do something different. So God is calling men to arise, right? Men, arise, rise up, take your rightful position in the family, rise up, take your rightful position in your children's lives, rise up, be the mighty man of valor that God has created you to be, that I know is inside of you. Listen, if you can only see yourself as God sees you, I'm not talking about your situation or your circumstances. I'm not talking about your past. I'm talking about the man of God that resides inside of you, the one that sometimes you push down because you don't want to see to this or to that. But I'm talking about that man that wants to rise up and do what's right as it relates to his woman and his children. Do what's right as it relates to his family as a whole. Be a leader in the family who wants to occupy the space that God created him to occupy. The one who wants to take dominion over the earth and occupy that place of dominion. The one who's called to name things and situations. That man that's inside of you. Rise up. Now, listen. The second part of this word is to the women. Listen. If that man wasn't a good father, a great father, a present father, stop beating that man over the head with that. Stop beating him over the head with that. Stop using that as your ace in the hole. Stop using that as the thing that you use to tear him down. The one thing that I know about men and women is while women have the ability to speak life into men and cause them to feel as though they can leap over a building in a single bound, they also have the ability to make a man feel as low as he could possibly feel, like he's a piece of chewed gum on the bottom of a shoe that's being walked on. Listen, there is power in our womanhood, but you got to understand that you got to wield that power wisely. Just like men have to wield that power wisely. They can't use it to beat women, to control them. They can't use it to lord it over them. That's not what it should be used for. Their power is for leadership. True leaders don't have to beat somebody to make them follow. True leaders don't even have to say, I'm the leader, you better follow me. True leaders lead, they walk, and people follow. Similarly though, as women, and particularly as Black women, taking on some traits and some characteristics that are not productive in our relationships with Black men. We've taken on this I don't need a man attitude. We've taken on, and really it's a defense mechanism. Really, when you say I don't need a man, what you're saying is I don't know if I'm ever going to have a man, so I'm going to say I don't need one in case I never get the man that I want. So then I've already established that I don't need one, so I'm good. No, no, uh-uh. We need each other. Men need women, women need men. We need each other. We are important in each other's lives. We play very vital roles in each other's lives. And if we would get beyond the sex part of it, then maybe we would be able to have the productive, healthy relationship that God has called us to have. I'm not, listen to me, I want y'all to hear me clearly. Everything in every male-female relationship is not designed to lead to sex. It's not even designed to lead to a romantic relationship. But could it be that you and this man are connected for a reason? You're connected because there's something that you need that the other one has. You're connected because there's something that God is trying to do in the earth that requires the presence of both of you or the connection of both of you. There's something that God needs the two of you to do that has nothing to do with romance or being romantic. Could that be it? Well, we won't know. You know why? Because we're caught up in trying to make every relationship with a man or a woman romantic. It's not. It's not. It's not all designed to be romance. So today, I need you to understand that when we come together and produce a child, it's important that we also, listen, it's important that we also encourage one another as parents. If there has been enmity and art in your relationship with your children's father, I want you today to make a decision to end it. End all the foolishness. I don't care what he did. I don't care how wrong he was. I don't care how I don't care if he cheated on you. We're not talking about you and him. We're talking about that child and honoring him for being a part of the production of that child. We get that. The devil is going to have to run. We get that. See, we'll be able to position ourselves to be used as vessels of God for good and not for evil. We'll be in a position to allow God to use us to speak life into the man that produced a child with us who needs life spoken into him. Because how can he be an effective father if he feels defeated? If he's always feeling defeated, then he'll pass that defeated attitude on to his children. Is that what you want? Or do you want your children to see a healthy example of male pride, a healthy example of male confidence, a healthy example of that? I just suggest to you that today be about honoring these fathers. I'm sorry, y'all. The sound is going in and out. I don't know what's going on with it. But today, honor these fathers. Honor the fathers in your lives. Honor your father, even if your father wasn't the best, or he wasn't there, or he wasn't what you wanted him to be or needed him to be. Honor your father. You can't go wrong with honor. The law of honor is a real one. That law, that principle is powerful. And when you operate in it, it produces something powerful. That's kingdom building. Honor these fathers. Honor these men. Let them know that you appreciate them for helping you produce life. Let them know that you appreciate them for giving you life. Let them know. People think men don't need that. Men need affirmation, just like women need affirmation. Sometimes more, because they get it less. So today, make a commitment to honor the men in your life, to remind them that they're mighty men of valor, and know that God is in control. Listen, you guys, if you want to sow a seed, you can sow a seed at Cash App, $DRV Walters, Cash App, $DRV Walters, PayPal.me/DRV Walters. I encourage you to join us at 9:30 for our Sunday morning service. It's going to be litty. I'm so excited about the word that God has given me for today. Again, we're going to be touching on the men, but it's going to also touch the women too. So I'm excited about that word. I pray that God would continue to bless you in all that you do, and that you would know for a fact and for certain that if God be for you, he's more than the entire world against you. You guys have an amazing, incredible, and epic day. Love you to life and life more abundant.